5'11 junior, number 30, Randy Davis. And the 6'2 senior, number 40, Jacob Palmer. The Pilgrims are coached by Mr. Jack Edison, assisted by John Scott.
When we return, the contest in Jacob Palmer averaging 7. Palmer will be tipping things off against Mitch Bierbauer. Bierbauer is 6'3", and Palmer comes in at 6'2". Dekalb in their road blacks, Plymouth in their home whites for this second game for each team, and this one is underway. Tipped up and controlled by Plymouth, and they will go right to left on your radio dial to begin the first half. Off to the right side, Randy Davis. Top of the key to Palmer. Palmer looks left, wants to go left. There's Wren popping out left angle high. Picked up by Dakota Smith. Man-to-man. Now into the hands of Clinton over to the right side. Davis. Davis thought about the right elbow. Gets denied there on the defense by Bierbauer. Davis will reverse it on the top to Palmer. Now around the window, left side, Clinton. Great patience. And there's Jason Renz. Right back, right side. Here's Davis for a three. Up and good! Randy Davis, who hit a couple of threes earlier today, picks up his 7th of the season and his 118th point overall a year. 3-0 Plymouth, and Dekalb on the offense. Handling the ball, Timmy Wallace out high. Now gets to the elbow, Bierbauer. Left wing side, handled there by Kelly. Kelly wants a left drive. Plymouth is going to stop that. Kicked it back out, handled by Bierbauer. Now top of the key for Kelly. Steven looking, still looking, left wing side into the hands of Wallace. To the near side, nice reaching catch there by Wallace, saves the throwing error. Wallace will bring him back to the top of the key with Randy Davis marked up on him. Wallace really stretching out the Plymouth defense right now. A screen set, but nothing happens as Dakota Smith lines up to the right side. He goes for the baseline drive, layup, score! Wow. Explosive drive from the right angle outside of the arc, goes for a layup for Dakota Smith. 3-2 Plymouth. Yeah, when he gets the ball, you just have to be ready underneath to help because we just couldn't get to the help defense quick enough. Window on the right wing side, popping up. Palmer, Renz, left side, Randy. Top of the key, Window. There's Clinton on the right side. Spots up for another three. Yes! 2 in a row. Trying to get her stroke from outside, it looks like, Larry. I tell you what, that happens. The Dekalb's in trouble. 6-2 in favor of Plymouth, and it'll be Dakota Smith averaging 14 a game, dumping it off. At the point, this is Morrow. To the left wing side, taken by Kelly. Kelly thought about going in on Renz. Will go to the right side, picked up by Palmer, and that's going to be a walk. Jacob Palmer's help resulted in a walk as Drew Morrow ended up traveling. Inbound right in front of the broadcast location off of Clinton. Chad's going to slow it down a little bit, get it across the timeline as they're going to mark him up out high. Wendell down the front court. They'll take it to the point. They'll get it off to Randy Davis. Davis looking. He'll go to the right, Clinton. Clinton looking inside. Nothing happening. And now Palmer to Wendell. Left corner, no 3. Wendell looking. Bounce pass. Caught Renz over the right side to Davis. Right baseline. Kick it back out top. Palmer. Palmer dribbles in. Underneath. Cut to Renz. He's fouled. No bucket. Good ball movement by the Pilgrims. Well, I tell you, we look patient. We're hitting our shots. It looks pretty clean right now with the first group. Sure do. Wallace picks up his first foul. And Jason will go to the free throw line. He is a 75% shooter coming into tonight where he's 9 of 12. 1 for 2 this afternoon. In and out with the first one. Scored 7 earlier today against Fort Wayne Carroll where he was 3 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line. Had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a turnover in the 29 minutes of work. The free throw up, too hard off left. Tipped around, right back to Renz. We'll do it again. There's Randy, shot fake 3. He's going to dribble in between the box, kicks it out, and work over to Clinton on the right wing side. Now into Palmer in between the blocks, one-on-one with Dakota, backs him up. Now to Renz at the free throw line. Jason, marked up, worked over to Clinton. Outside the arc, Palmer slings it around Wendell. Wendell looking, Wendell still looking, guarded up there neatly by Morrow. Renz, Palmer, Clinton, shot fake 3, just got it off in midair to Wendell. Now into the elbow, Renz cutting backdoor lead. They try to double team him in the elbow. Renz will kick it out to Wendell. Good defense by Dekalb. Plymouth staying patient. Renz, left side, Randy Davis. He's got it up by Bierbauer. Randy splits in middle, and then he walked. Kind of lost his footing on the way in, Larry, and was forced to travel. Otherwise, he probably would have went down. Well, he took a pretty good hit to lose his footing, but you're right. It was true travel. If you don't call a foul, it was travel. 6-2 Plymouth still with 4:44 left to go in the first, and Dekalb has the basketball. Each team with 1 turnover. Stephen Kelly had 5 points, averaged 5 points a game last year. His pass stolen away by Palmer. He got fouled at midcourt.
Right now, I'm not exactly sure that's Wallace's second, by the way. Not exactly sure why, but right now, Dakota Smith is not touching the ball on offense. He's the off guard, and they're struggling.
Palmer got hurt and was slow in getting up. He's got that right knee brace on. Kind of grimacing with some pain. Plymouth with the basketball. Clinton to Palmer, who pops out. Over to Clinton. Clinton looks inside. There's Wendell. Double team. Lost the ball.
Leveled.
So, a turnover there by Jared Wendell results in Dekalb's possession. That's the second turnover, I do believe, on Plymouth.
Everybody's watching Jake to see if he can hang in there, and nope. I think he's saying that he can't, so I don't know. Nobody's in for him yet.
Jack now is going to have to make a decision here real quick, and I think Byron Falstich will end up being the choice. We'll see. Here comes Stitch. Dekalb works the offense. Dakota Smith tries to get around Clinton. Nice bullet pass, but missed everybody. Turnover on Dekalb. So Dakota Smith missed his mark with that pass. Palmer comes out. Falstich in, and Palmer still showing some expression of pain. Here comes the trap by Dekalb, and boy, dribbled out of it beautifully by Chad Clinton in the front court. Lob into Falstich. He did power it up. Now he'll make a spin move and score. Attaboy! Stitch, you were setting that up. That's what you were doing, son.
Setting it up. He faked him out and made a nice easy layup. 8-2, Plymouth on top.
3:45 left to go in the first. Plymouth with a 6-point lead. Dekalb with the basketball. Handling it is Kelly.
We've got Dekalb totally out of their offense already, which is exactly what happens when you're not used to our type of defense.
Ball gets kicked out of bounds by Plymouth, so it'll be a Barron inbound, as Dakota Smith will do the honors. It's going to be caught out high. Stephen Kelly handles the basketball. He's going to spin in on Clinton to the free throw line. Now he loses a shot to the right elbow. That'll there by Landon Scott. Now to Dakota Smith, double team. Spin move, forced up a fingertip roll, missed everything, goes out of bounds. Oh, that was last touched by Bierbauer, but the officials did not see it.
Nick Nizer, early entry into the game. 3:19 left here in the first quarter. Chad Clinton to get a breather. Nick with 3 steals in this afternoon's game in limited time.
So inbound coming up for Dekalb as they caught a break in that last one, and now whistle sounds. And Dekalb wants a timeout. So with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break.
Comes with the 2 keys to the game so far.
Handling the basketball will be an inbound. Dakota Smith finds his mark. Landon Scott goes up in the volleyball line, shot up and rolls in. That ball had thoughts about coming out, but it did not. Here's the press, and it's going to be broken by Plymouth. Rams will bring it across the timeline. Tries to dribble in, gets denied. Looks to kick it to the wing. There's Wendell left corner for 3. Good! Jared Wendell. That's his night 3 of the season. He had one earlier today against Carroll.
Another assist for Jason Renz.
11-4 Plymouth. Here's a kick to the left wing side. Trying to move in there was Bierbauer. He's shut down, so he's going to bring the ball back out with Falstich guarding him out high.
Nice job by Byron shutting that one down.
Bierbauer's elbow, yep, he pushed off. Oh, they called a foul on Falstich there. Whoa.
That is really a tough one.
Wow.
Just because you're big doesn't mean you're slow. Byron moving his feet well there. Played some great defense, but picked up the foul.
Inbound coming up here for Dekalb, left of the basket. And the lob is caught out high by Kelly. Nick Neiliger into the game, marking him up out high. Now worked free tomorrow. Back up top. Tim Wallace has it on, make that Kelly with the touch. Goes right baseline, shut down on the help side. Back up top. Landon Scott to the right side. Taken again by Kelly. Skipped to far corner. Dakota Smith open for 3. Too hard. And the rebound, Renz. Good job by Jason. The outlet's right side. And Wendell was on the run across the timeline. Over the left side, Neiliger. Corner Davis. Back up top to Jason Renz. Over to the right corner, Wendell. And a foul as Falstich just got planted. And there, Drew Morrow get called for this foul. He tried to blister through the screen set by Stitch. And Byron took one for the team, drawing the foul.
Yeah, just a great screen. And again, we talked about how important those screens are. That's also their 13th foul.
Randy comes out of the game, and Chad Clinton spells him. Now into the game for Dekalb will be Nate Morrow, the 6-foot junior. And Dakota Smith will be the one grabbing a breather. Inbound Plymouth left of the basket. They're on the offense. This is Renz looking. We need to get it in. And there's the cutter, Byron. Oh, it Stitch blew the bunny. And here we go the other way to Dekalb. Across the timeline, Stephen Kelly sees an opening. Now he gets denied. Now hops into the lane. Dumps it up. Broken up by Chad Clinton out of bounds. Great job by CC.
Well, when you get within 1 foot of the basket, Tony, you got to go up, I think. One too many passes there by Dekalb. Dekalb still not sure where their offense is coming from. Our defense has just been excellent so far.
Nate Morrow looks to inbound left of the basket for Dekalb, but he's going to break the back. Stolen away by Wendell. Up ahead to Clinton. He's got one man to beat. Fumbled the ball a little bit, so we'll have to settle it down. Top of the key, Renz left corner. Wendell shot fake three. Gets left elbow. Renz shot fake three. Traveled.
Wow. So that pivot foot looked stuck in the ground to me, but the official didn't think so.
Officials had trouble calling that.
That's just a ball fake. 3 turnovers for Plymouth.
So here we go. Dekalb with the basketball. Stephen Kelly dribbles, hands it off to the right corner, taken there by Bierbauer. Oh, he got away with a carry. Now he dribbles in and this time walks.
Yeah, great defense, Chad Clinton. Forced a turnover, 3 for each. Dekalb just has no offensive flow at all.
Jason Renz will inbound left of the basket here for the Pilgrims. And Clinton has the basketball.
Dekalb pulls the press off.
Under a minute and a half.
2-2 maybe.
Under a minute and a half to go here in the first. 11-4 in favor of Plymouth. Clinton with the basketball. 2-3.
Yep.
Here's Clinton dribbling into the middle. Hops through. Fights. False pitch underneath. This time he finishes for the bucket. 13-4 Plymouth. Down to a minute to go here in the first. 13-4 in favor of the Pilgrims. It's Barron's basketball. This is Kelly. Way out high, got it up by Clinton. Now taking him to the left side is Kelly. Hopping out, handling it is the big guy there, Chase Dean, and it's thrown away by Dekalb. Well, got deflected away by Wendell, I'm sorry.
Good. Got a hand in there. Just some great defensive anticipation.
Dakota Smith will inbound right in front of Jack Edison on the right side, and the lob will be handled there by Kelly. And we're down to 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. In the front court, Kelly picked up by Clinton. Kelly goes left-hand dribble, avoids some traffic, up to the far corner. Dakota, he kicks around the near side. Dean with a long three, off the rim, no good. Renz a rebound. We got 34 seconds to try to get the last shot away. Renz left side to Wendell. Now back out to Jason. Skipped it over to Nylinger right elbow. Looks, and he finds his safety. That's Clinton. He'll pull it out, and then Dakota goes for a reach, and he steals and then fouls. So Dakota Smith called for the reach-in foul.
His first. Dakota trying to get something to happen, as they have been very stagnant. Obviously, only 4 points. We'll go for one shot here.
With 23 seconds left, 13-4 Plymouth, as Renz will get into the hands of Clinton. Chad will bring it across the timeline, into the hands of Wendell. Wendell, now down to 12 seconds, over to Clinton, 10 seconds. Clinton, 9 seconds. Nylinger, 7 seconds. Now to Clinton in the paint. 4 seconds. Got the shot away and draws the foul. Good job by Chad Clinton being aggressive, driving into the paint.
And he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
So you know, and I tell you, that is what we saw the Dekalb do all day long today, earlier today, and being successful against Wawasee. And this is something that we are capable of doing against that 2-3 zone. We just got to show the confidence to do it.
That is exactly right. Jacob Palmer going to come back in here. Try to see what that knee would do with 4 seconds left.
Clinton hits the free throw, making it 14-4 now, Plymouth. And they'll get another one coming as Byron Smallstitch will grab a breather. And the second free throw for CC, who came in 89% on the season from the line. Got it? No, it rolls out. And a rebound to Dekalb. Dakota Smith gets it from half court. Now a 3 with 1 second to 3 is no good. He didn't get the shot off.
I would agree with that.
So he did not get the shot away, and the first quarter comes to an end despite Dakota making it. 14-4 at... First quarter shooting good for Plymouth, 83%, Larry.
Great for Plymouth, 83%. It's unbelievable. 5 of 6 from the floor.
Handling the basketball is Bierbauer in the right corner, guarded up by Palmer, who's back in looking a lot better. Then it's threw it away by Bierbauer. And now Clinton, quick outlet, threw it away, and then it goes off the leg of Bierbauer, but taken by Dakota Smith. Dakota dribbles right through traffic, dumped it off, and a shot up good by Bierbauer. Good transition bucket back for Dekalb.
I have no idea why Dakota Smith doesn't bring the ball down every time.
Randy Davis, painted himself in the corner, got out over the pass to Clinton. Now to Palmer, over to Randy. Randy right baseline drive, kicked it out. There's Window open for three. Yes! Great look by Randy.
Jared Window wide open, drains the three.
His second of the night.
We are now 4-4 from three-point land.
Keep talking, Larry. 17-6 now. Pilgrims have the lead. A minute gone by here in the second. Handling the basketball is Stephen Kelly. Marked up by Clinton. Kelly sees the line, drives, and falls the foul on Palmer. Apparently he didn't get to the spot in time.
Jacob standing there with his arm straight up. That picks up the foul.
That's his 28th foul of the season.
The second, his first.
Well, you divide that again by 8 games. That's 3 fouls a game for our post guy.
Well, Stephen Kelly is trying to lead this team from the point position and struggling, in my opinion, to get it done, but he hits that free throw.
Looked pretty good for a 25% free throw shooter on the season. And that's where he came in to tonight's game. 7 of 25 is now 8 of 26. And this free throw is up, and that one looks good. No, it's off to the left. Nice rebound, Palmer. And nice quick outlet right side of Randy. He's got Dakota Smith to beat. Walton's going to pull up and let play come with him. Randy at the top. Picked up by Dakota, right side Clinton. Top of the key, Palmer. Left side, Renz. Whoop, and the ball deflected out of bounds, and it went off the hands of Drew Morrow. Got his deflection in there. 17-7.
Held him to just 4 points in that first quarter.
That's the first this season. Chad Clinton with the basketball. Guarded out high by Kelly. Clinton will take the right side, dump it off to Randy, and then we got a contact foul by Stephen Kelly.
He picks up his first team 6.
That's one I think you might want to swallow if you're in the official. That's just good defense.
Good defense.
Palmer lobs it out. Clinton will have to chase it in the backcourt. Now he's got to beat Kelly. He does across the timeline. Chad looks for help. There's Randy. Randy Davis, averaging 14 a game for the Pilgrims. Around the left side of Renz, averaging 7. Jason turning right, now left, turning right, now dumps it off. Dekalb basket for a 5-second call, no dice, and then Palmer on his way to the bucket lost the ball out of bounds. So, what once looked organized in the first quarter, looking a little disorganized in the second, that being the Plymouth offense.
And you know what, Dakota take over the point position now, so let's see if this makes a difference in Dekalb's offense.
Dakota backs Randy up, gets to the timeline pass, almost deflected. It was deflected actually, but helping out there was Morrow. Morrow looking for some help. There's caught 5-second call on Morrow this time.
Randy Davis just totally denying Dakota Smith from getting the ball.
One great lower body defense, 2 better footwork. That was Randy Davis, and that's defensive play right there. 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter, 17-7 Plymouth. It'll be Chad Clinton across the timeline. Spin move, back out, Renz top of the key. Spins by his guy, gets a lane, draws it up, missed it. Loose ball out of bounds, and it was last touched by Dekalb. Apparently, Jason Renz didn't get a hand on that.
Wow. Jason's smiling as we take the ball out. As Jason tipped that ball out of bounds.
So Renz will inbound right of the basket. And the lob is a Randy. Great catch at the free throw line. He's going to turn, spin, kick it left corner. Clinton sets up for 3. Short. And Dekalb, Dakota Smith grabs the air ball. And it'll be thumbs up for them. Now this is a play that Dekalb runs.
That's the 4 high.
The 4 high. Well, they run a lot of options out of that thumbs up play. They run a 3-round 2, 3-round 2 motion, 5-0 motion. It's a 4-round 1 high post. Here's a lob down low and a foul on Plymouth call.
Yeah, they're just trying to get penetration by the guard and then dish.
Yeah.
Number 10, Jason Renz picks up the foul.
And the way the scouting report says, the 4-round 1 is made for the post man, and what happens, he looks to screen and then dives to the block to post up. And the guards will screen for each other, dive through and go off screens from the post play. Here's the lob in from Dekalb, and mishandled by Bierbauer. Plymouth all over the basketball. Window grabs it. Great play. Outlets ready. Up ahead to Palmer. Breakaway layup. Score!
Yes. Palmer finishes again.
Our defense swarming on the basketball in that instance. 19-7 Plymouth. Under 5 to go here in the second. Airborne pass, leaped up in the air and saved by Kelly with Clinton on him. Kelly between the legs, dribble, penetrates, and gets called. Swindle called for the block. Kelly didn't have the basketball, folks, and yet he draws a blocking foul call.
Good, Wendell picks up the foul. It's going to be team's fourth out of bounds.
Dakota Smith will inbound left of the basket here for the Barons. And it's going to be caught out high, taken there by Morrow. Drew will kick it off the left wing side, handled there by Haggerty into the game. Haggerty, he's a physical player. And wobbled. My next comment was going to be he struggles handling the basketball, and there was the example.
Jeremy Renz in the lineup for Plymouth. Well, so far our defense has totally shut down Dekalb's offensive flow.
Jeremy Renz will have his first touch of the night, giving it up to Randy Davis right side. He's going to boom back out to Jason, now to Clinton. Spot open for three, thanks to Jeremy Renz's screen. 22-7 as Clinton hits the big home run. Timeout, Joe Bradburn and Dekalb. Beautiful screen by the smallest guy in the court, and Chad Clinton finished it off with that three. 22-7 Plymouth on this 32nd break. We'll take
The Northwood game.
Well, 4 games in a row, actually. Dakota Smith will bring the ball across the timeline. Lob underneath. There's Bierbauer. Shoots over a double team. Missed it. Nice rebound. Palmer out. That's Renz. Jeremy on the run across the timeline is going to pull things out. Find his older brother Jason right side Randy. Down to the top Palmer. Right back to Jason. Jason looking inside. Nothing happening. Boy, Clinton running all over the court, and no one can keep up with him for Dekalb. Here is Palmer. Palmer spins off this man. Double team. Finds the cutter. Renz. Good work. Back out to Jeremy. Palmer, right corner. Palmer, right baseline drive. Scores! Draws the foul! Brilliant move by the senior middleman again.
Boy, we are cooking on all cylinders on this offensive flow right now. Good ball movement, good penetration, nice finish.
Jacob Palmer. That was solid, baby. That was solid. 4 points on the night for Jacob. And he can make it 5 with this free throw. Missed it. And the rebound, Bierbauer. And it'll be Dakota Smith to bring it up the court for Dekalb. Dakota Smith will go to the right side, Bierbauer. Got it up by Palmer out high. Top of the key, Dakota. Marked up by Jason Renz. He gets screened off Dakota. Now Randy picked him up. Dish off Dakota. Now he gets the return pass from Haggerty. Here's Dakota for a three. Right wing side. No good. Nice rebound, Clinton. And Plymouth will push it up the court again. CC will look to the top of the key, Renz. Right side, Randy. This has been some great ball movement here on the offensive line. Palmer. Down to the right post. Renz gets bopped twice. Lost the ball. Jeremy gets it back. Now worked over to Palmer. Left side, Randy. Randy goes left side. Low block. Turns. Wants to kick it back out. Had the ball stripped. Stayed with it. Underneath the Palmer. Got, well, he didn't get fouled, but he got blocked by Dakota Smith. Good job by Dakota. And Dekalb comes away with the ball. 24-7 Plymouth still. Here's a pass almost picked off by Jason Renz. Morrow fires it over to the near side, handled by Nate Morrow, his brother. Nate tried to use a brother screen and now works off the left elbow. In trouble. Now he lobs it out. Dakota Smith with a catch. Randy Davis marks him out high. 2.5 left to go in the second. 24-7 Plymouth. Backdoor lead. Net Morrow was open, but he was too far underneath. Had to kick it to the wing. Doherty's pass gets deflected out of bounds.
Yeah. I tell you that right there, Haggerty's got to hit that three. I mean, he's coming out right now. Coming in to put the stuff in Kelly.
Nick Beininger will come back in for Plymouth, and this will be Randy Davis, fifth leader. So Dakota Smith will inbound right to the basket here for Dekalb. And it's right there to Bierbauer, who slipped Jeremy Renz for the easy bucket. 24-9. Plymouth still in command. Here comes the 1-2-1-1 press. And it's broken by Plymouth with Wendell to the cutter. Nailiger fouled. No call. Loose ball. Nailiger got it back. And now reaching foul on Jeremy Renz. This is going to be on Dekalb. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to be on Nick Nylander.
Nope, it is Nylander.
44.
No, it is Jeremy.
Jeremy.
So Jeremy Wren's called for that foul. 24-9. Under 2 minutes now to go here in the first half. Dakota Smith has the dribble across the timeline. Dekalb going left to right on the radio dial. Gets it into the hands of Stephen Kelly. Left baseline floater. No good. Oh, alone for the rebound, Palmer. And we'll go up court. Window. They'll take it to the top of the key over to Renz. Now to Jeremy. Jeremy gets it over to Palmer. Right side window. Popping out Jason. Left side Nylander. Popping up at the point again. Jeremy. Shielding the basketball. Gets it over to Palmer. Check up the window. Down to a minute 18. Good ball movement. Nylander with a nice job keeping possession. It almost got stolen away. Lead right side to Jason. Jason wants to take his man into the baseline drive. Draws the foul.
Splits the defense and gets the foul and goes to the line with a minute 10 left. In the first half, 24-9, Tony. Only 9 points scored by Dekalb.
Didn't anticipate this.
Well, yeah, these teams just, if they're not in our conference or on our normal schedule, they're just not used to seeing our defense.
Not too many conference teams are used to seeing our defense. Jason Renz at the free throw line misses.
Jason 0 for 3 tonight.
0 for 3 tonight. Yeah.
Randy comes in for Jeremy.
2 minutes put up by Jeremy. Renzi scored 2 points against Dekalb last year in the shootout that was played at the Fort Wayne. The free throw up, that's no good. Tipped up by Palmer, but taken back by Dekalb. With a minute remaining, they have the basketball. Dakota Smith to the right corner, caught by Bierbauer, and he is fouled by Nylander right at the right corner. Nick was unable to get position.
16 out of bounds, so with only 59 seconds left, they still are not in the bonus.
34. The official who called the foul forgot what number it was. And Nylander, who has to raise his hand. Inbound Dekalb left of the basket. A bullet pass goes off Renz. Renz ends up with the basketball. He got fouled. And that stops the clock at 55 seconds.
And he'll go to the line to shoot.
The inbound pass hit the leg of Renz, who wasn't even looking, and yet he ended up with the basketball.
He'll go to the line where he is 0 for 4, so he really wants to get these 2 down. He's been pretty well this year up until tonight.
Free throw is up, and Jason hits that one.
Bingo.
Well, he's only going to miss so much before he starts hitting, so. Jack Ren's going to check back in here for the remaining 55 ticks. This time here will come out. It's a pat on the back from Jack Edison, and we're ready for Jason's second free throw. Jason, eyes, fly, and hits.
Perfect.
So it's now 26-9 Plymouth with 53 seconds and counting to go into second. Dekalb has the basketball going left to right. With the basketball, Stephen Kelly marked up by Window. Hands it off to Dakota Smith. So we're just stopping him on the perimeter. Stolen away by Palmer. And Dakota is frustrated. I mean, we just shut him down.
We have just shut their whole offense down, and Dakota being the main part of their offense.
Window protecting the basketball, guarded up by Landon Scott. Now to Clinton with 20 seconds to go. Plymouth scored in the final seconds, and now Clinton gets called for carrying the basketball.
Cool.
Jack has a smile to the official saying, well, are you sure you know what you just called? Because you missed 2 of them in the first quarter. All right, so the Cowboys have a chance to score the final points of the first half. But they're trailing by a whole bunch, 26-9. Handling the basketball, this is Kelly. Double teamed in the corner, lost to Randy Davis, out of bounds off Randy.
Now down to 2 seconds, so now they're going to be looking for lobs.
Inbounding will be Stephen Kelly. Jack telling everybody to move up at the free throw or the volleyball line when guarding this lob. There it is. It's up to the top. Deflected by Randy. 1 second left. He runs out of time, even though he chased it down. Great Great work by Plymouth in that first half. Wow. A fine performance. All right, the third quarter begins, as that will wrap it up with our Country Auto Center halftime report, sponsored by good friends at Country Auto Center.
2 quarters under 10 points. That's just outstanding defense.
I better say not too many teams were able to compensate against the Dekalb Barons.
We forced them into 11 turnovers. We only had 5 turnovers ourselves.
Wow. That thing that comes to my mind right now is wow. Plymouth has the basketball to begin the third quarter, and they're going left to right on your radio dial. Davis gets it off the window. Here's a lob underneath the Clinton. In midair, baked it in. Fine play by the Plymouth senior as Chad Clinton gets on the board, and right away he's trying to slow down any momentum Dekalb can try to get. There's a bad pass, but it deflects to Johnny on the spot, Bierbauer, and he's going to pull it back out. Bierbauer will look off to the right side for Dakota Smith. Almost stolen by Randy, but right back it comes to Dekalb Smith. And now work free into the hands of Wallace again. Marked up high by Palmer. Left wing side handled there by Kelly.
Dekalb going to bring their second 5 in, the whole 5. This is a pretty interesting move at this juncture.
And the basketball worked free. Ball to the top, Bierbauer. Now to Dakota Smith. Tried to backdoor. Stolen away by Clinton. Here he goes on the transition. Bucket. Layup. Score!
Chad Clinton with 4 points to open the third quarter. And another turnover for Dekalb.
That's 11 points now for the senior. A minute gone by in the third, 30-9 Plymouth. Trying to drive the left wing side. Kelly kicked it out to the far wing. Around she goes. Wallace, top of the key, far corner. And let Dakota Smith up strong. He blocked that. He got blocked. And here we go the other way. A frustrating evening for the Dekalb senior, Dakota Smith. On the left side, Clinton. Shot fake on the 3. In his grill. And then that forced a bad pass. Stolen away by Tim Wallace. Wallace drives, and a foul called on the ground, albeit a late one.
Palmer, the whole play was over, and Jacob gets the foul. And now we're going to get the 5 new substitutes in for Dekalb.
So an interesting move here by Joe Bradford. Into the game will be Jonathan Haggerty. I don't have a 33 on my schedule.
33 is Jordan Pfister.
Jordan Pfister?
P-F-I-S-T-E-R.
All right. Here we go. The inbound. And the long pass caught by Nate Merrill. No, it will not be caught by Nate Merrill because it was thrown out of bounds, and Landon Scott cannot chase it down. So the second string 5 faring no better on their first play.
Turnover is now 13-5. Over at Plymouth.
Randy Davis across the timeline, able to get over the window, tried to find the cutter Davis, but the pass, nope. Haggerty stepped out of bounds because he couldn't call the timeout in time.
Yep, he was already on the line when he called the timeout. Causes a turnover both ways there.
30-9, the score. There's a catch and shoot by Randy Davis on the inbound. What a pass by Renzi.
6-0, we've outscored them so far in this third quarter.
32-9, the score, Plymouth. Top of the key. Trying to work it in was Nate Morrow, and
Nate gets an offensive foul.
Yep. So right now, it's just not going well for Dekalb.
No, sir.
And Plymouth will inbound. Palmer, the window, the front court, right side Renz. Lenny, is it me, or are we just completely snapping the ball and doing the little things that we haven't done in the complete game? Windows 3 no good, deflected loose, and it's taken by Haggerty.
But we sure act like we're a lot fresher than they are. They just do not look very athletic in this entire game. They were athletic this morning.
Yes, they were. Handling the basketball on the left wing side, this is Nate Morrow, the junior. He's going to have a long trip back to Dekalb, too. To Waterloo, Indiana.
It's nice when we play here because our boys got the rest all afternoon. Their boys were probably in some hotel room trying to just relax for a few hours.
We worked around to the left side to Dean, and his jumper is no good. The rebound, Jason Renz. Over the left side, Clinton with a nice catch. Palmer top of the key. Around to Randy. Wendell trying to use a screen. Popping out Palmer instead. Now Randy. Davis splits the defense, dump it left wing. Wendell elects to pass it off. Palmer, he drives in, dumps it off. Renz underneath the Clinton, and he's fouled on the way to the hoop.
Yeah, just great ball movement to Jason Renz with a nice pass to Chad. And to finish it off, but there was 5 good passes before that. And we'll go to the line and shoot 2.
While we're sending our Christmas wishes out, we want to send a very Merry Christmas wish to Mr. Moyer, our eye in the sky. He does an excellent job, game in, game out. Good to see him back under the camera light again. As Clinton for the free throw line missed his first of 2 coming. Here comes the second free throw. And that is short. Rebound. Nice box out by Landon Scott. And Dekalb will go up the other way.
Well, the good thing this game isn't close is we shot 33% from the line in the first half. Not much better so far here.
Tracy Dean gets it into the hands of Nate Morrow. Dekalb going right to left on the radio dial, but they're trailing by a whole bunch. 32-9 Plymouth. 4.5 left to go in the third. Dekalb has not scored in this third quarter yet. Nate Morrow trapped. Try to dribble out of it. Does. Gets it in the hands of Landon Scott. To the right elbow. Kicks it to the right corner. Down low. Good ball. Moves to Trace Dean. Scores and draws the foul.
Trace Dean. Nice move to get the right position to finish that play off and get the foul. Foul goes against Chad.
I'd say that Trace Dean there is probably an offensive guard tackle.
I would say so.
He's a big fella.
Very stout-looking young man. From the ankles up.
Only 2 points on the season until that bucket for Trace. He's got 4 now in a year and making 5 with that free throw. Big man and a nice touch.
Yes.
So it's a 20-point lead for Plymouth at 32-12. Here's Randy Davis across the timeline. Slips through. Finds cutting window. Missed it. Rebound. Hauled down by Nate Morrow and he's on the run. Gets bumped as he hands it off. Taken there by Pfister. Now to Nate Morrow. He leans into one and scores.
All of a sudden some offense.
But here's a long baseball pass to Chad Clinton, who answers right back with a layup. Chad beat the defense.
6 points in this quarter for Chad.
13 on the night. Well, there's an elbow throw by Nate Morrow. He got away with. Now to Haggerty. Tomorrow, left baseline drive up. Sharp block by Randy Davis. And Jason Renz threw it away. Haggerty steals and scores.
Nice steal by Haggerty. Really hard to steal the ball on Jason Ren's pass, but he got it done.
Renz breaks the press. Great feed right side. Clinton in the front court. Now to Davis. Randy left side. Jason shot fake 3. Bumped it off to Wendell. Now to Palmer. Starting to get a little physical out there, my friend. Here's a backdoor leader. Randy slices through too high off the glass. And the rebound. Wendell chased it down. Got it back. Plymouth will set it up again with 3 minutes left in the third. Here's a 3 on the way by Randy. Good!
Randy Davis. Second 3. 2 for 2 from three-point land after being 0 for 7 at Northwood game.
Starting to find his touch layer, looks like.
He's getting some good elevation off of those ankles, Tony, and I think that makes the difference.
Nate Morrow has it on the right side, guarded up there by Clinton. Morrow, down to the top to Landon Scott, guarded high by Palmer. Landon just got it off to the right side, worked back out to Nate Morrow again at the point. 37-16, Plymouth, 2.5 left in the third, and this will be a hand check. Plymouth.
Yeah, Jake's a little weak horizontal movement there with that right knee being bumped up and bruised up. That's his third. Chad Clinton going to spell out, and so is Jason Renz.
Ball stitch in, Jeremy Renz in. Inbound, Dekalb. It'll be Nate Morrow to do the honors here. Morrow looking, his pass, stolen away by Palmer, but it comes to Trace Dean, who's fouled. Ball stitch, I think, is going to get called for the reach-in. Palmer with a great effort to keep that ball in play going near the stands.
Randy Davis is the victim of the foul, and they'll go back. Trace will go back to the line where he looked perfect on that first free throw to finish his three-point play.
Trace Dean, the junior, he's a right-handed shooter. And the big man with a touch misses too hard off the back iron. No good. And here comes the second free throw by the big guy.
Well, Trace, who only had 2 points on the season, if he hits this, he'll be the leading scorer, and he is the leading scorer tonight.
So, step off the bench is the leading scorer. There's the press breaker. Plymouth got it. Jeremy Renz finishes.
A beautiful pass by Randy Davis.
Boy, that was executed perfectly, just like in practice. Nate Morrow, the other way for Dekalb. Left wing side. Into the hands of Pfister, underneath to Landon Scott. Shot up from 5, no good. Lenz gets knocked down, no call. Falstich with the rebound, outlets Palmer. We're running up the court. Underneath the window, deflected out of bounds. Last kick by Landon Scott of Dekalb.
I tell you, Landon Scott really hustled. Palmer didn't get much on that pass, and he was able to get it deflected out of bounds.
Palmer will inbound, left side of the basket. There's the lob. Randy catches in midair, shoots and scores!
Randy Davis, great body control.
Right at the volleyball line is where he caught that in the midair. Let it go, 41-17 Plymouth.
10 points for Randy.
This is Nate Morrow. Hopping into the lane, kicked it out to the wing. Haggerty. Not a Morrow. Nate. Crossover, left wing side, handled there by Scott.
Oh, Randy.
Now lead down low, turning his Trace Dean over window. Shot short, missed it. And the rebound comes out of bounds off of the Dekalb. Plymouth still keeping their starting 3 of the 5 out there. And the man with one of them is the man with the ball in his hand, Randy Davis. The other is Wendell, who has a touch. Now to Jeremy, over to Palmer, the other starter. Falstich is on the left wing side, popping out Jared. Right side, Jeremy. Jeremy with a skip pass, caught Falstich's left corner, passed up to 3, dribbles into the paint, got an opening, lays it up, missed it. Rebound punched out by Palmer, grabbed by Jeremy. Back out to Palmer as we'll set it up again with the half-court offense. 41-17 Plymouth with a minute to go in the third. Here's Falstich right elbow, shot fake, goes up strong, leans into it, couldn't get it to roll, tipped out, Dekalb grabs.
Good defense by Dekalb, we got to give them credit.
And there's behind the back goal by Nate Morrow that settles things down offensively. Now Randy marks him up, left elbow, kicked it out, Landon Scott. The big fella looking, nothing happening. Now he's dribbling right side, wants to reverse. Is it there? Finally popping out Nate Morrow with 40 seconds to go in the third. 41-17 in favor of Plymouth. Nate Morrow with the basketball, kind of fumbling with it. Now picked up his dribble, and the pass almost stolen to Randy Davis, who was trying to read the play. Pfister, lobbed underneath, stolen away, Falstich. Now outlets to Randy Davis, he'll beat everybody up the court for the layup. 43-17. Randy right now in such a groove, you almost hate to get him out of it.
Well, it's good for him to get some points and feel good about himself, as that adds 2 more to his 10 points that he had before, so up to 12 now.
Down to 10 seconds to go in the third, Dekalb basketball. Here's Nate Morrow spinning into the lane. Kicks it out to Dean, right side pass, stolen by Randy again. He's going to try for a breakaway and may. Yep, got it at the horn and fouled.
Wow, finished that just before the buzzer. What a quarter for Plymouth.
And Randy D will go to the free throw line to shoot a free throw to try to complete a 3-point play here. It's 45-17. Davis will have a free throw coming his way. And here comes the free throw. And Randy delivers, and he finishes. A 3-point play is the third quarter. Plymouth in command. 46-17 over the Dekalb Barons on
sales, service, and installation on overhead doors, garage door openers, and entry doors are just part of the reasons why you need to call the Garage Door Professionals. Now serving 3 locations in the Port, Knox, and locally here in Plymouth. DC Garage Doors and Entry in Plymouth, your hometown garage door store.
Plymouth leading this one 46-17. Now Joe Bradford's going to put out his original starting 5. Plymouth will put in their second stringers. And we got a foul away from the bucket, and that is Welch battling Bierbauer, and Welch gets called for the foul away from the basketball.
Plymouth shooting 75% from three-point land, 64% from the floor. Again, Dekalb still at 0 from three-point land and 38% from the floor.
Dakota Smith able to lob it in, and an easy bucket there for Stephen Kelly. It's 46-19. Press put on, and Plymouth will break it. Schaefer able to find the right wing side. Grutter. Pass stolen by Bierbauer. Here we go the other way. Bierbauer lay up. Missed wildly. But he got his own point. This should have been a travel.
Yeah.
Should have been a travel because it didn't hit nothing. Didn't even hit the rim. But it goes as a bucket, 46-21. Again, the press put on. And the second string of Plymouth is trying to break it. Leonard gets fouled out high, and that's going to be on Dekalb's Drew Morrow. That's a big call by the official.
Drew Morrow picks up his second. They had 17 turnovers in those first 3 quarters. We had 8, Tony, and they have yet to score in double digits in a quarter. They scored 4 in the first, 5 in the second, 8 in the third.
46-21 Plymouth. It'll be an inbound for the Pilgrims right in front of the scorer's bench.
Points off turnovers, 25 Plymouth, 2 for Dekalb. 23-point difference.
Gretter has the basketball, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Gretter will go to the left wing. Popping out Welch. Now to Schaefer. Schaefer gives it to Renz. Renz on the right side, Gretter. Left side, Falstich. Good ball movement by Plymouth thus far. Back door lead to Gretter. Nice catch up against a double team, and he draws the foul.
PJ will go to the line to shoot 2.
Every time PJ goes up, going underneath, and he comes down like that, I get scared.
He's done that his whole career as he takes the floor hard. Foul is against Drew Morrow, his third. And actually, his fourth, I apologize.
Well, PJ will get a chance to get on the scoreboard tonight. 15 points on the season. Leans into this free throw and got it. Came in out of those 15 points. That's only his second free throw make of the season.
He's a very good free throw shooter. Nick led the JV last year in that area.
Second free throw, bingo. 48-21 Plymouth. Minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. It's all Plymouth thus far. Left wing side. Handling the basketball. This is Kelly. Now to Bierbauer. Left block. Skip pass corner. Smith out. A 3-by-8 Morrow. No good. Rebound. Handled by P.J. Gretter. He's able to protect the ball. Now dribble out of the double team. The left wing leads to Welch. He'll pop it back out to Jeremy Wren. Looking for Schaefer. The big man pops out. Finding Gretter right wing side. P.J. looking. Now he'll dribble to the top of the key. Left side to Falstich. Popping out Renz. Falstich goes in the low block to Welch. Backing his man up. Turns, fires over. Banked it in. Fine shot by Welching.
And Welch puts 2 on the board for Plymouth.
That is his first 2 of the season. That was a nice big man move right there, Larry.
It sure was. Backing down, made a spin move, and banked it off the glass.
Stephen Kelly has the basketball. Near the timeline. Gets it off left side, Dakota Smith. Blows by Welch, goes to the layup. Offensive foul, Dakota Smith.
Jeremy Wren sets up for the charge and takes it for the team. Again, smallest, quickest player out there. Easy for him to slide underneath and take the charge, and he does it.
Dakota Smith doesn't know.
Yeah,
he's just completely dumbfounded out there.
Still with 2 points.
We have contained their leading scorer and contained him thoroughly.
Those 2 points were in the first quarter, too.
Press put on by Dekalb. P.J. Gretter on the far side of the backcourt. Nice lead to Renz. Jeremy looks in the wing to try to find the middleman, threw it away. Smith gets a steal, outlet to Bierbauer. He's going to get fouled on his way to the bucket.
P.J. Gretter picks up the foul. And Jeremy did a wonderful job taking that charge, but then when he tried to beat the press, he just was not big enough to get it through there.
So it'll be Bierbauer going to the free throw line. Mitch came in to the tournament 63% from the charity stripe, coming off a 6-point performance earlier today against Wawasee. And he hits that one. Scored 2 against us last year.
Well, the Wawasee girls basketball shootout. Plymouth beat Bruford 55-41.
We beat Indianapolis Buff.
Yes, we did. And Norwell, we beat them 45-42.
Oh, boy, Dave Cox and the girls.
They're coming back.
That's what we want to see. All right, Ryan Welch called for an offensive foul as he leaned in to a smaller Stephen Kelly while trying to outlet, and he's called for the foul. So congratulations. Boy, that Buff win is a huge win.
And that was a big one, 55-41. Norwell, boy, they won by 2.
Here's the inlet by Dakota Smith, and it's grabbed out by Wallace, who brings it to the perimeter. He tries to get it into the hands of Drew Morrow. Turns, shoots over his man, Welch, who's getting called for another foul.
Ryan picks up his third. Different playing in a game than in practice. In practice, you know, they play that one-on-one defense down low. You can get pretty rough because nobody's going to call anything. So when you bring it out on the game floor, you got to be a little careful.
Drew Morrow to the free throw line. And the first one's up and good. Morrow came in.
His first point of the night.
3 of 12 from the line.
First point.
Scored 4 against Wawasee earlier this morning.
Mitch Bierbauer has 6. He's their leading scorer. Missed that free throw.
Welch with a nice rebound off the miss, and that they threw it away though. Bierbauer to a wide open Dakota Smith for a reverse layup.
Dakota gets 2.
50-25 now. Press put on. Gretter outlets right side. Nylinger, nice touch, but then his pass stolen away. Nylinger didn't settle it down. He just thought he could just touch pass it on the air. And Gretter now gets called for a foul. The other way up for Plymouth.
50-25, 4:59 left here in the fourth quarter, and it was just all Plymouth all night long, and nothing that we expected. I sure did not expect us to be able to hold them down and only score 9 points in the first half. Wow.
From the line, the free throw is missed, tipped up right back to the one who missed it, Tim Wallace. Over to Dakota Smith. Here comes his three. Good. There he goes. Now here's where we better start buckling up here, because Dekalb is known for the runs. And we better start protecting the basketball better than what we're doing. Second string players are not. Welch threw it away. So a double dribble, and now they got a breakaway layup.
Got to be a double dribble.
And Bauer scores. So now it's to a 20-point lead for Plymouth. 50-30 with 4.5 left. Again, the press put on by Dekalb. We're in the front court now, and Randy Davis is going to check back in here. Now to Renz. Welch, left side Nylinger. Topping out Schaefer, over to the right side Gretter. PJ will dribble with the left hand, broken up, and a reach-in foul on Mitch Bierbauer. Stops the clock at 4:13.
Bierbauer picks up the foul. It's not. It will be shooting foul. I'm sorry. PJ 1-1. Chad Clinton and Randy coming back into the game. Randy coming in for the shooter, so he won't come in until after the free throw. Blaine Schaefer stepping out, and PJ Gretter will step out.
Page back to the free throw line.
He was 2 for 2 so far tonight. Now has 2 more opportunities.
Bingo.
Still doing it.
I've always been a PJ Gretter fan. He's just a good kid for starters.
He's a great offensive scorer.
He loves to play. Second free throw, that one rolls out. And the handoff to Dakota Smith. He's across the timeline, zips it left corner, caught by Wallace. He brings it to the top of the key, reverse it far corner, handled by Bierbauer. Top of the key to Dakota Smith. Spins at the free throw line, dumped it underneath off of Bierbauer, saved, and then stolen away by Ryan Welch. Good job by Ryan being on Johnny on the spot there with that save. Gretter walks. Mitch Bierbauer got in his grill, and PJ kind of panicked a little bit. And too much momentum going forward.
Okay, still not the full explosion off that knee yet that he had before he hurt it as a Knox game.
Oh, Davis comes back into the game with 3:48 to go in the fourth. It's 51-30. Dekalb inbound left of the basket. Here's a drive by Haggerty. And a blocking foul on Plymouth.
Jeremy just forgot to move his feet there. He had plenty of time to get him moved, just forgot. Picks up the foul. And they'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Clock stops at 3:43. At the free throw line is Jonathan Haggerty. It's on its way. That one still too hard. No good. Nice rebound by Jeremy Renz up to Nylinger. Will break the press to Chad Clinton. Chad denied the right baseline. Now he's trapped in the corner. Lobbed it out. Overshot Randy to Jeremy. Down to Nylinger. Left side to Randy. Randy to the right corner. What a pass. CC for 3. Go. And the rebound. Chad got it back and threw it off the wall and tried to play it. Never saw that happen before. CC said, well, if I can't throw it, I'll use the wall to try to bank it to one of my teammates.
Still comfortably 51-30.
3:20 left to go in the game. Nate Morrow. Haggerty to Scott. Landed at the top of the key. Worked by Clinton, who kicks the ball out of bounds. Gretter will check back in, so will Schaefer. Randy will come out.
We'll check out.
And Chad will take a breather as well. I think that was just some minutes there by Jack giving to those two just to slow down Dekalb's pace a little bit. Off the inbound, Landon Scott will let Haggerty take it. Right in front of the Plymouth cheerleaders. Lost the ball off his foot, but gathered it back. Gives it to Nate Morrow. Across the timeline, Morrow. Picked up by Renz. Nate Morrow tried to let Schaefer deflect it out of bounds. Good play by Blaine Schaefer. He stayed down low and deflected that pass. And it's only successful because he got position defensively. Inbound Dekalb. Right corner, Landon Scott wants the three. Landon Scott hits the three. Great Scott. That's his first three of the season. And Plymouth throws the ball away on a transition opportunity. So Dekalb will have the basketball now with 2:42 left in the fourth. 51-33. Handling it. Nate Morrow. Scott to the right side, Haggerty. Picked up by Jeremy Renz, then left to Dean. Turns on Schaefer, missed the shot off the side backboard. And now we got a whistle. And a foul will be called here on Dekalb.
Landon Scott's going to pick up the foul, and it'll be Plymouth ball. And he will go down and shoot to Ryan Welch, I believe.
Chase Dean, the junior, called for that foul. That's his second.
Good lower body defense by Blaine Schaefer there. Didn't try to, it's so easy for him to block at his height, but didn't go for the block. Just used the lower body defense that Coach Edison works with, and it worked.
Ryan Welch at the line, too hard, and the rebound, Landon Scott. Outlets to Pfister, and now Nate Morrow brings it across the timeline. Ball dribbles to the top, works over left side, Haggerty to the corner, Pfister, back up left angle high. Nate Morrow spins on Welch, goes in for the layup and banks it down and out. Rebound taken by Schaefer, almost stripped by Scott. Schaefer threw it away. And now Dekalb with an opportunity to miss a 10-footer. And then Haggerty goes in for an offensive rebound, ran right into Schaefer and on his back. Blaine's okay, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Blaine will go down and shoot a 1-1.
Haggerty looked like a ping pong ball off a wall. When he went in for that offensive rebound, there's too many people going to win that battle against Blaine if they're going to go after him. So Blaine to the free throw line. Hello, big man. Let's hit one. Nope. Rebound. Cameron's back to Blaine. So we'll kill off some clock here with just under 2 minutes left. 51-33 Plymouth. PJ's with the basketball. Gretter gets a screen, gets it out to Renz. Nijlinger left wing. Popping out Welch. Now to Schaefer. Now to Gretter. Renz. Nijlinger. Looking for Welch. There he is. Schaefer. Nijlinger on the reverse. Reverse the back right side of Renz. Oh, Renz just got tripped up. No call. Dekalb cannot save it. It goes out of bounds. Off the backboard.
Pretty rough finish to this one, but it was a great three-quarter performance, defensive performance by Plymouth that sealed this game away early.
51-33 with a minute 23 left. Off the long inbounds. Renz gets hurt. Going after the basketball, but he gets back up in a hurry. He's holding that left wrist, but I'll tell you, that kid can break 2 legs, 2 arms, and still get out there and do the job. And not want to be taken out of the game. Nijlinger to Gretter. We hit the middleman on the press, and it's now in control for Plymouth. Down to minute 12 to go in the game. Welch. Gretter with it left side. Season opening. We'll kick it underneath the Nijlinger, and we'll just push it back out. Plymouth will kill off the rest of this clock with under a minute left to go in the game. Welch looking. He's trapped. He's in trouble. Now reaching top by Dean. They'll stop the clock.
Welch will go to the line and shoot a double bonus. Chase Drew picks up the foul.
53 seconds left to go here in the game. Plymouth will improve to 8-1 on the season with this victory tonight. Free throw up, that rolls in for the Welcher. Ryan with his first free throw hit of the season.
1 for 2 tonight.
3 points on the evening.
On the evening, his first 3 of the year, and gets his 4th.
And it's back to a 20-point lead for Plymouth at 53-33. 48 seconds left, Nate Morrow. And then Scott. Right side, Pfister. Trace Dean double teamed the right block. Kick it back out, Pfister. Haggerty wants the three. The rainbow up, no good. The rebound tipped up, over the back on Landon Scott.
Good block out by Nick Nylander, and Nick will go to the line to shoot 2.
Clock stopped at 32 seconds.
Nick Nylander, no points on the night, so if he nails the free throws, he'll be good on the scoring side of it for Plymouth. Nobody will have scored but Blaine. The starters just gave the second group a nice cushion to work with in this fourth quarter. Nick misses the free throw.
Well, 90 has earned some playing time.
Yeah, he had some good minutes in that second quarter.
He's earned it for the last couple of game performances, actually. So it's 54-33 Plymouth.
And what we don't get to see is those practices. You know, from what I heard, he earned it in the practice, and that's really where the coaches could see.
And he did. Nate Morrow to Landon Scott. A three on the way, no good. And the rebound off the backboard. Schaefer outlets to Nylander with 15 seconds left. We'll just pull it out. Get it across the Greta. Schaefer, 10 seconds. Plymouth just holding on to the basketball. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. The Plymouth Pilgrims successful here at the Plymouth Shootout. Wawasee won their 2 games. Plymouth wins their 2 games, so the NLC looked very strong today.